Hello, so welcomes back everyone. Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing of course as my Jedi Knight Ciaphas Cain. Apologies it's taken me a while, but quite a few things have happened in and around the background here, and I'm going to get myself back into the swing of things here and now with this small interlude part of the series. I've had to basically do a fresh install of Windows, and so everything has been wiped. And so I've just spent the past 20 or so minutes playing with the UI elements again, and playing with my audio settings. So hopefully everything is according to plan, everything's going well. I have updated my microphone, I've hopefully improved its sound quality. You can tell me. I am actually also recording now using a 4K monitor. Now, for YouTube and for graphical fidelity, to try and get the best experience for you all, I am scaling the footage down to 920 by 1080. And as I say, this is just going to be a test, so hopefully everything looks good. But yeah, let's throw ourselves into this Alliance alert from Dr. Ugarob, of course. Reclaim treasure. I write to you under dire circumstances. Please forgive me for not forwarding this request via the proper channels. I've received word that my research team on Yavin IV has suffered crippling losses while continuing the investigation that you and I pursued on that very same moon. I'm currently engaged in a critical assignment on Manan and cannot investigate the situation myself. If there is any chance that you could look into the matter and complete the team's work, Dr. Ugarob and I would be forever grateful. They are close to a significant breakthrough, I am sure of it. If you could finally shine a light into a mystery that has remained unsolved for centuries. With earnest regards, Talos Drelic. Of course, Talos of the archaeologist, the Imperial, who we encountered on Yavin IV and recruited into our alliance. So, forgive me while I remind myself on how to play this game. And hopefully I don't need to play with my key bindings. Oh crap, I do. God damn it. And we'll get ourselves back over to our campsite once again. And give me just a moment. Apologies, I should have done this beforehand. I knew that my strafing key bindings looked fine, but as for my quick bar key bindings, it doesn't look like they've, Oh no, maybe they have. Maybe I'm mistaken. That looks fine. Oh well, we'll give it a go and we'll sharp find out. So we have this small coffer of ancient tablets. And we have a note, a data pad here. Dr. Drelic sent word you'd be on your way. I managed to keep the medtechs at bay long enough to write some quick notes on the situation and the artifacts in question. The relic coffer next to this data pad is the same one you recovered earlier with Dr. Drelic. Inside the coffer we found a Sith medallion. The medallion is fashioned after a Sith mask with a crystal set into the forehead. Give me a moment, I'm going to reread this. When held, the medallion produces a mild tingling sense of foreboding, supporting its authenticity. For secondary verification, we had Harris try to nap while wearing it. The nightmares came almost immediately. The 8 tablets bear a variety of carved images, all unique and all strongly thematic of Sith values or philosophy. The simple symbology of the images, along with their lack of text, led us to suspect that the tablets might have been intended to teach in some way. We were unable to make much progress with the relics until recently, when Harris found a new artifact in a cave known as the Architect's Hollow. We had just scouted them just west of the cave entrance, but didn't think much of it. Oh, sorry. Just as we reached the artifact's location, a hulking Massassi attacked us. It was one of their relic keepers. They normally keep to themselves, jealously guarding their relic altars, but this brute went straight after Harris. Needless to say, Harris didn't last long, neither did our escort for that matter. We scattered and fled. I don't know what became of the tablet or the medallion. I know Harris doesn't mean anything to you, Commander, but she was a great colleague. On our pride as members of Dr. Drellick's team, we need to put this puzzle to rest in her name. So, map. We can head over to the Architect's Hollow, where we found one of the locking mechanisms to open the Temple of Sacrifice. Very well. We should probably bring someone along for the ride. Why don't we bring along T7? It's been a while. Come along, Jurgen. I know. I missed you too, buddy. We are on the PvP instance, and let's see. We'll take the scenic route. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever recorded a pod with my new desktop PC. Probably not. So this may be the first time I'm actually testing my new desktop with Star Wars The Old Republic. I've been recording a load of Cyberpunk 2077 of late. But I did end up actually investing in a new 4K monitor. My previous monitor, of course, was a 2K monitor. So it's been an experience to get used to the new resolution. Apologies as the text is quite small. I could adjust that as well if you so wish. You have the global scale. I have already increased it slightly. In fact, this is the default with 4K. And that to me is tiny. And not a good viewing experience for you all. So if you want me to bump it up even further, I can do. Let me know. As I say, I'm just going to make this a test video this evening. In addition, I'm going to have to, God damn it. I'm going to have to take a new, thumbnail image and create a new thumbnail for my series going forward. As I literally had to wipe my computer and I wasn't able to save any files beforehand. The wonders of technology, it all goes very well until it fails. So we are looking for an ancient Sith artifact. And I'm guessing this was part of the escort that they had. And there, here's Harris. One of the archaeologists here, one of the researchers. Just beyond her, the newly discovered artifact. Harris's injuries clearly show she was attacked by something quite large, consistent with the report that it may be a Massassi relic keeper. It also seems that the local cave wildlife has been picking at her body in the meantime. Searching a half-chewed pocket, you find what appears to be a Sith medallion. Unfortunately, the medallion has an empty socket in the forehead instead of a crystal. Fresh scoring around the socket suggests that the gem was broken off or otherwise picked out. Concentrating on the medallion, you can sense a similar force disturbance nearby, but it feels almost alive, not an inanimate object. You find no sign of the missing relic tablet on Harris's body or in the immediate vicinity. So we have this medallion, which we can wave around to try and attract attention. And we also have, we have these different tablets. Okay, so these are the notes we read before from the good doctor. We have the Tablet of Power, an image of a large figure commanding lesser figures who cower around her. A Tablet of Strength, of a figure shattering a boulder with an unarmed strike. A Tablet of Passion, a figure screaming in rage. A Tablet of Broken Chains, of a figure reefed in energy shattering her bindings. A Tablet of Secrets. Carved into this tablet is an image of 3 figures surrounded by stone tablets. A Tablet of Sacrifice. An image of a larger figure standing over 2 smaller figures, one of which is wounded or dead. And finally, of course, a Tablet of Betrayal, of a figure attacking another from behind. I thought there were meant to be 8 tablets. Yeah, there were meant to be 8 stone tablets. I wonder if there is one missing. See if we can wave this medallion around to see if we can attract attention. Maybe it's being picked up by one of these stone rays. Oh, you feel something watching you from the shadows. Oh, yes! A corrupted stone ray. It is unstable. Something is twisting and corrupting this massive stone ray. Each time this creature inflicts damage, it heals slightly. Wonder if I can... I have the mini-map here. I will move the tooltip aside. So what did you have on your person? We picked up a medallion crystal. A small shimmering crystal. At times it almost seems to be faintly giving off a light of its own. Despite the ordeal it has been through, the crystal is somehow in pristine condition. I wonder if there's a way to enlarge... I mean, we've got the global increase. Can I not also increase... If I increase the global scale like this, just for instance... Okay, it does increase the logs as well. Okay, good. We will boost it then. We'll boost it to say maybe 1.35. Just to make it easier for everyone to read the text, if you so wish. So we have now socketed the crystal. The medallion now gives off a tingling sensation of unease. We now have an intimidating medallion. But we're still missing a tablet. In fact, if I remember correctly, we need to leave. I think when I did this last, I have an inkling that I needed to go outside after I socketed a gem for one reason or another. Now, why did I need to leave? Oh! Because we were looking for a relic keeper who maybe ran off with the tablet. Oh, speaking of... And yeah, we picked up the Tablet of Victory, of a figure standing victorious over other fallen figures. And if you hadn't guessed yet, these tablets are meant to teach, or maybe remind the Sith of their coding. Similar to the Jedi code, of course, the Sith have their own. I can't recall if we've stumbled upon it here with our time as a Jedi Knight. If not, this'll be a teaching moment. So, let's have a look at these tablets first of all. Let me try and remember the Sith code. I think passion, strength, power, victory, broken chains. I think that is correct. I think that's the correct order. It's been a while. An enigmatic artifact lurks in the shadow, silently keeping its secrets. Let's try involving the Sith medallion. Let us try touching the Sith medallion to the surface of the artifact. It has no discernible effect. And we place the medallion into an empty slot. It also has no effect. Let us do something else. Let us examine the artifact further. In front of the artifact is a pair of panels, each engraved with an image. The first engraving depicts two figures, their arms clasped in friendship. A pair of deep angry grooves. Oh, let me re-examine that artifact if I can. A pair of deep angry gouges cut through that image. The other carvings depict a liberated figure ascending to the stars as several smaller figures look on from the surface. The style of the engravings clearly match that of the relic coffer tablets. It is easy to see why Harris suspected that the artifacts were related. There are 5 slots across the top of the artifact. Why don't we try placing the relic tablet into these slots? What will we put into the first slot? We will put the tablet of passion. Let's try to interact with a different slot now. We are putting in strength. Now we're interacting with the third slot. We're putting in power. Now we're interacting with the 4th slot. In the 4th slot, we are putting in victory. And then... oh, nope. The 5th slot now, we're putting in the broken chains. The Sith medallion's aura of unease intensifies into a yearning. It is clearly reacting to something. Why don't we try involving the medallion now? Why don't we now try to touch the medallion to the surface? Oh! Oh, what? Where the hell are we now? The hidden hollow. Huh. It's like traveling into the spirit world. Oh, hello. A dormant holocron. Oh, we gained influence with Talos Strelic. I'm guessing you'll be quite pleased to play with that holocron. and our discovery of it. Is there any other such items around? Have a brief scout around, I suppose. Oh.
Aiwagelons, Merenai, Ipla, Lesiens. Oprodale. Sawasega walaida uns imma. Ufaru aleis rekidja. Ipanuela in smodi equipans? Inoisi, ja aleis namani dies. What was Star Wars? Habai, Asiona, Aziediona. După mai arbăcidau nu să deceans biurstuam.
Oh!
Seldon sigia de gai.
Great! Well, this seems familiar. Not for Ciaphas Cain, of course, but certainly familiar.
Iblessus amins Westfold, Gawadida, sick from towns. Paulos ja Silvanos jatem, Nilioson lakninian gudaetin. Kiba iswis, sokip nik, ne patay sivo patakains ja fortinian. Ne patay for wesedan, swear na kadidi. Inalay matay, gaz wipinday, bin matay walpas inalay or puspunyay. Siklay karyat kajya waldunaf nyata karyita. Unsinandol, ja ustion hans ol freistubnion no diabolus, avstop fiara. Ungasi buona, jappe stilios frojanesius, jappe riaka jappe. Ipse kunimina kumana jabai. Idai jai no pai, dugagundi, gawandidei. Nimala no iswis bijumai, ingata apau. Jens will buy. Tarbiom ixkumo. Ip atogida. Melasriwama. Wartsin emerenai. Se gapuriada. Unte pata kipiono e ala iswirienna. Se nai galawin binai warponzia for in Valpia. Ne pateo for mujesadan warren yakadei. Akya sawuladais. Idrigios do Ian Marida. Aina Pidion.
Should we really be taking on a Deshard who wanted to destroy and resurrect Exar Kun? Well, he seems to have a thing against the Sith Emperor. It might be worth our while to give him a chance, if nothing else. At the same time, we were looking to possibly reject Darth Hexed. Speaking of, I never did get a reply from BioWare EA or Broadsword about the issue I had. Let me see if that has been resolved. Oh, bloody hell. I haven't even looked at any of these forever. Is it Hexed? Yeah. That's a problem. That is indeed a problem. Oh well. We do what we can. Back to Odessan we go. Let's give Dr. Ugarob and Talos Drellic the somewhat good news, I suppose.
Commander, this latest discovery of yours, the Dashad, you have outdone yourself. Talos was outright dumbfounded. He believed that the clues he found were most likely idle legend. But this Dashad, a creature that can consume Force essence? This is groundbreaking. I wish greatly to better understand this process, but for his part, the Dashad is being uncooperative. He will occasionally tolerate some cursory examination, but attempts at more in-depth analysis result in violent threats of surprising detail and specificity. Relatedly, he has a stunningly detailed grasp of hunt anatomy. But I will not be deterred. The potential advances of understanding are too great to give up. Think of the possibilities. Perhaps we could bribe him with a treat of sorts. Do you suppose you could convince Sana Ray to part with one of her trainees? One of the less promising ones, of course. I unfortunately agree with your assessment. A pity. Sometimes truly worthwhile art requires some sacrifice. I shall think of some other solution.
I'm sure you will. Okay. And yeah, that is all the Alliance alerts now complete. We have the last Lord of Urkup with us as a member of our Alliance. Very well. We shall take a break here. Let's get ourselves back over. Come on, where are you hiding? Ah, where are you hiding? There you go. We'll travel back over to the Alliance landing. What I'm going to do is take a break. When we come back, we'll get ourselves ready to go into, I believe it is Chapter 13. Yeah, Chapter 13 of the Knights of the Fallen Empire expansion. It's been a while. I'm a bit rusty. I'll have to get myself back into the swing of things. But what we'll do is I'm going to quickly get ourselves back over to the Defender. I'm going to have to recreate a new thumbnail, both for Ciaphas Cain and Yavin when we finally get around to continuing her series. But I'm just glad I'm able to play the game. As I say, I've been trying to record for the past 4 or 5 days now, and unfortunately, yeah, DirectX 9 was the issue. But it's resolved, we're back here in-game, we can record. As I say, any comments, anything I should maybe adjust, feel free to let me know. I'll give it a couple of days just to see if we get any comments in. Otherwise, I'll throw myself straight into continuing here with Knights of the Fallen Empire. But thank you all for joining me, and thank you for sticking with me, thank you for being so patient, and no, I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you for more here with more Star Wars The Old Republic, with Ciaphas Cain, with Yavin when I get around to finally going into the Shadow of Revan expansion with her. And I will probably get around to making my journey through Cyberpunk 2077 public in the near future. So I hope you'll all enjoy that series as well. Until then though, I hope you enjoy your day, and hopefully I'll see you for more next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye now.